Back from another successful day of racing. As usual, I didn't film an intro before I went racing because I didn't know I was going racing till kind of last minute. But anyway, went racing. I wanted to back up my 9-second pass. I actually went to Heathcote last week and couldn't do it no matter what. The track I just couldn't get any traction no matter what I was doing. So I made the decision at that point to buy a new set of tyres because the best I could do was a 10-1 and I really need to back up that 9 that I've done already. So I bought a new set of tyres. I got these guys. So Mickey Thompson Pro Drag Radials, 3052Rs. So it's a 15 by 8.5, proper slick. Works really well at Calder Park. I haven't run these at Heathcote since I've got them, but Calder Park was beautiful. I went there last night and managed to get a 9.75 at 140 pass. So the old girl's working beautifully. 1.49, 1.48, 60 foot. Everything humming along perfectly. Didn't break anything. Everything's still holding together nicely. Did have a friend there that was doing some filming, so I'll put a couple of videos of a couple of launches in. Didn't get a lot and didn't get the actual 9.7 pass, but got what we got, and I've got a picture of a time slip I can put in as well. So.
Second they tell me off, I'll put a cage in.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. You need to be safe as well. Yeah. But then putting a cage in it makes it unsafe on the street. But can you put a cage in it?
Yeah, so that's that. It runs pretty good, as you can see. few things I want to do to the car before I go back and race some more. Obviously Calder Park kicked me out, so I probably can't go back there until I get a roll cage, but if Heathcote stays open I might be able to go there. So yeah, before I do that, there's a couple of things I need to do though. Job number one would be to make some kind of mechanism so I can drop this exhaust. The problem at the moment is the flange is up there and it sort of faces the engine, so I wouldn't want to drop it there. And the next one is here, and that sort of faces up. So I'm thinking about making just a couple of little short pipe sections that either aim down here, so I can aim the flow at the ground, or probably better off just making that section here to just sort of come down and then curl around that way and sort of spray behind the back wheel. I think that'll probably be best. That way I can drop a whole heap of weight, remove some restriction, and later on when I do an anti-roll bar in the back, I'll have more room because the exhaust goes over the top at the moment. But that's a future problem. I'm not doing that for a little while yet. Also need to do something about these wheel studs. They're just I've just got cheap Summit axles on the stiff. I'd like to put some ARP or some decent wheel studs in the back and change to an open wheel nut just so I can see how much thread engagement there is. I know it's fully engaged on these nuts, but officials don't, and they don't like that very much. So I'd like to change that just for peace of mind. And another thing I'd like to change is I'd like to change the head studs that I've got in this. It's using just the Chinese $80 ARP copies at the moment, and I had a bit of water come across the windscreen, which I'm pretty sure was the washer, the windscreen washer fluid. So it startled me. So I just want to be super cautious now. I was going to come over here and steal the ones that I've got out of my other engine, but they're the 8740 head studs, which as far as testing goes aren't really any better than the Chinese ones. So I'll leave those in there and I'll buy a set of ARP 2000 ones. Right, that's going to wrap this video up. I'll just put a couple of time slips up in the outtakes just so you can sort of see the times. My 975 pass and a couple of the others where I backed off at around the 8th mile or a little bit earlier, just to show, just trying to dial in that 60 foot on lower boost. So I'll pop those up to share, but that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and hopefully next time I'll have a bit more footage. Thanks all.